Wiley E. Groves 2019 Commencement. Please remain standing for the national anthem sung by the Groves Concert Choir and accompanied by the Groves High School Band. Thank you. You can be seated. Thank you to the Groves Choir and Band for the national anthem and the processional. We also applaud the leadership of Choir Director Carolyn Pree and Band Director Michael Burkett. Welcome, parents, grandparents, extended family, and friends to the 2019 Groves Commencement. Today's ceremony allows us to celebrate the accomplishments and the K-12 educational journey of our students. Some of you can recall pictures of their very first day of school and holding their little hand in yours as you reassure them that they are going to do great in school and learn lots of new things. While there is not much physical hand-holding, we do recognize that the success of our students is due to your support. As staff members, we are able to serve our students best when we work with you. So thank you. Students, I ask that you give a round of applause to your parents and your close family and friends. At Groves, we have excellent staff members. And I say staff because it takes everyone, teachers, administrators, paraprofessionals, security guards, and office staff, and custodians. It is a collective effort to ensure that our most precious commodities are in a physically and educationally safe environment. So I ask that all of our staff members stand so that we can thank you for your commitment to these young people. As we move into our program, we hope that you enjoy our talented student performance and speeches. This is a joyous celebration. To ensure that everyone has the opportunity to enjoy the ceremony and view the graduates, we ask that you refrain from using artificial noisemakers, keep the aisles clear, and use the area to my left and to your right to take pictures briefly of your graduating student as they walk off the stage. Now, it is my pleasure to present and introduce the co-presidents of Class of 2019, David Borman and Hank Peters-Wood.
Good afternoon and congratulations. My name is David Borman.
And I'm Hank Peters-Wood.
And we are the senior class presidents for the class of 2019.
For the past few months, all everyone at school has been saying is, I can't wait to graduate. I can't wait to be done with high school. I can't wait to move on. When we say these things, it's clearly mean moving on from 6 a.m. alarms, algebra, and being treated as kids.
As we look forward to the future with such optimism, it is also important we look back at everything we have accomplished at Groves. The graduates sitting in this room may have differing opinions on their high school experience, but as a class, we have done some undeniably amazing things.
At this point right now, we have reached what we have been desiring for years. Over a decade of K-12 education, we are finally on this stage, ready to follow the next path of life. Yet our advice is, don't stop working. For years, you have worked to get to this point. Graduation is not the end, it is only the beginning.
People often strive to be the best. We hear it all the time. We should always be trying to be the absolute best in whatever we're doing. However, actually achieving the message of being the best is unimaginable, and working towards it is unhealthy.
As opposed to trying to be the best, just try being better. Be better than you were yesterday.
This doesn't have to be massive improvements every day. It's just a more personal way to measure growth, because it's working towards being your personal best.
Joan Didion, an American journalist, delivered a commencement speech in 1975 which contained the following. I'm not telling you to make the world better, because I don't think that is necessarily part of the package. I'm just telling you to live in it. Not just to endure it, not just to suffer it, not just to pass through it, but to live in it. Look at it, to try to get the picture, to take chances, to make your own work and take pride in it, to seize the moment.
Ferris Bueller delivered a similar message 11 years later in a much less poetic version. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. Before we all rush into the future, savor this time and express gratitude to those who have helped you reach this point. Embrace today as it is.
In the coming months and years, we are all going to be presented with many new challenges and opportunities. You never know where the world will take you, but depending on how you handle that uncertainty can be an amazing thing.
On behalf of the senior class, our class would like to dedicate drinking fountains in the cafeteria hall, as well as fundraising for the football field archway entrance in the Groves High School for future classes to enjoy.
Congratulations to all, and please enjoy the ceremony.
Thank you, David and Hank. Now please focus your attention on our Groves Concert Choir with their selection, The Climb. Thank you. Let's give the Groves Concert Choir another round of applause. Our academic, athletic, and extracurricular programs at Groves High School are a product of our supportive Board of Education. Today, we have the President of the School Board and Groves parent, Kim Whitman, here to give remarks to the class of 2019.
Good afternoon, students, parents, family members, friends, faculty, and administration. My name is Kim Whitman, and I have the distinct privilege of serving as the Birmingham Public School Board of Education President for the 2018-19 school year. I am joined today here on this truly special day with my fellow trustees. Collectively, we as the entire school board want to say congratulations and that we are so happy to be a part of this special day with all of you students. But more importantly, we hope as you're sitting there feeling excitement, apprehension, uncertainty, that you take at least 1 minute to feel extremely proud as to where you are and from where you came. We know the road wasn't always easy, that there were times you felt like giving up or that it just really didn't matter, but we also know that as a Groves student, you are determined and confident. So as you get ready to turn this page and move on to the next chapter of your lives, we want to share with you 5 nuggets of advice. The first, pursue the truth. Your mind is far better equipped about how to think. Use those skills in the pursuit of truth. Reject half-truths and those that peddle them. Commitment to community. You understand what it means to belong to a strong community. You have lasting, deep relationships that community imparts. Treasure them and find new ones. Transfer your sense of community and relationship to the world. Your value in building community is real. Serve others. The world needs you to serve and assist others. Just do it. The needs of others are pressingly real. Fourth, do your personal best. You have worked hard on exams, with papers, in leadership, in wins and losses, in research and performing, in completing and in struggling with the ultimate questions and purpose. Based on all of that, you should feel confident about your potential influence on the world. Do your best. And lastly, if you can be anything in this world, be kind. So thank you, and again, congratulations to the class of 2019.
Thank you, Board President Whitman. Our Board of Education works in tandem with our central office administrators. Today, representing district personnel, we have Ms. Rachel Gwynn, Deputy Superintendent, Mr. Dean Neforos, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Dr. Joe Hoffman, Assistant Superintendent of Teaching and Learning. And Dr. Hoffman will be retiring at the end of this year, so we want to give him another round of applause. And now we will have greetings from Superintendent Mark Dajak.
Thank you very much, Principal Dr. Mbika Roberson. It takes a lot to preside over the proceedings of a high school for the course of a year and over time. And in the short few months that I've had the opportunity to work with Dr. Roberson, I think she is one of the finest administrators I've encountered. So if you could please give her and the administrative team here at Groves a round of applause. Good afternoon, Board of Education, Groves administrators, staff and faculty, parents, family, and friends, and most importantly, the graduates of the class of 2019. I am honored to serve Birmingham Public Schools as superintendent and be here with you for this special event, the Groves High School class of 2019 graduation. First, I also want to extend my special thanks to all the Groves parents, along with our students, principal, family, and extended family supporters. Having graduated a daughter last year and working on getting a son across the finish line in only 2 more years, I have a keen appreciation for the commitment, support, and love that is part of the K-12 Graduation Marathon Challenge. Know that on behalf of all administrators in Birmingham Public Schools, we thank you for partnering with us to bring this opportunity to our students. Today, I'd like to share my thoughts on 3 topics. To begin, I'd like to talk about the meaning of graduation for our students. I will then say a few things about social media and its use, and then finally, I'd like to talk about certain special moments in life that create true bliss. Again, graduation, social media, and life's special moments. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to convey my personal graduation congratulations to our graduates. Groves class of 2019, I know this is a day you have long awaited. You have worked incredibly hard and deserve a fantastic celebration today, June 2nd, 2019. And I want to say thank you for working so hard, especially during your 2nd and 3rd trimester, which made the lead up to my first Birmingham graduation as superintendent a most special one. Thank you. Class of 2019, I do have some news for you though. Graduates, enjoy today's congratulations now, because after today, I must tell you that you are all freshmen again. That's right, once again after graduation, you will again be freshmen. In just a few short months, you will need to start over again. All over again. Many of you will leave your friends behind. Some of you will leave family behind. All will leave Birmingham Public Schools behind. Whether studying at a college or university, working apprenticeships, serving in the military, or immediately getting a job, you are starting at the bottom of the hierarchy once more, Groves alumni freshmen. Let me calm you though, everything's going to be okay. Fortunately, you're looking at someone who is in your shoes little more than 4 months ago. While you are leaving Groves today after only 4 years of hard work, I left my previous school district to become Birmingham superintendent after nearly 22 years of continuous service. So I do know a thing or two about starting over. I'm hoping that I can convey just a few lessons to you. Graduates, when experiencing a large-scale start-over type change, at first I must tell you very simple things, even simple things are very difficult, like finding out where the bathrooms are, discovering who really works here, and how to get a good cup of coffee. Eventually, those mundane issues get ironed out, and other more complex challenges arise. You might be thrown into new situations and need to make critical decisions that could immediately and permanently impact your future. For example, I'll give you one from my first few days. While driving into work on my very first school day as your superintendent, I had to close Pierce Elementary School due to a water main break. Furthermore, on only my second day, January 23rd, I was forced to close the entire district due to snow. We then had to cancel school. That's not all. We then had to cancel school on January 28th, January 30th, January 31st due to snow and cold. Unfortunately, the critical decisions continued. Another school's day had to be canceled on February 4th due to yet another water main break. Then, of course, the powerful polar vortex continued its mighty clench on the entire Midwest, and we had to cancel school on February 6th, and then on February 12th. Ladies and gentlemen, that meant that in only my first 16 days as your superintendent, Groves was closed for 6 of those days. That is a miserable 63% success rate for just merely having school. My wife joked one morning, she said, you know, if you're going to be superintendent of schools, you need to make sure that you have school. Now, graduates, while you were celebrating the school closures during my early start here in Birmingham, I was not quite as positive. I felt anxious, I was nervous, even a little freaked out. I was downright scared that I would make a bad decision. Worst of all, in those early days, I felt really alone. I would argue that of all the emotions one can feel, the singular mood of loneliness can be the most frightening of them all. You see, in those early days, all of my customary support systems of friends, colleagues, and mentors were unavailable to me in the new job. You may have similar days, graduates, when you start over after your transition from Groves, senior, to fill-in-the-blank freshman, apprentice, or newbie after today's graduation. You might also be nervous, anxious, or lonely. You might also cry. But the good news is that it all worked out. I collaborated with new colleagues. I adopted a new set of mentors. I used my past experiences to chart a path forward, and I relied on the advice of a new, absolutely fantastic set of fellow administrators here in Birmingham, and that counsel proved critical to making the right calls. In the process, I made new friends and developed a new sense of professional confidence, something that I had not had the opportunity to do for a long period of time. Graduates, I encourage you to do the same when you leave Groves. Work hard with new peers and colleagues. Seek out and establish new mentors. Rely on new advice. Remember what you have learned here at Groves, one of the finest schools in the country, and employ it to your advantage. All of these new experiences will broaden your horizons and establish a new network of productivity that will launch you into the next chapter of success in your life. Number one, graduation is one of life's many startovers. Now, during that tense school closure snow day onboarding process that I was fortunate to experience, I got to know many members of the Groves class of 2019 personally on Twitter. Now, there are many social media applications for computers, tablets, and phones, but Twitter is my favorite. On the tweeting side, I like to tweet about all the positive things happening in Birmingham Public Schools. On the non-tweeting side, I like to read through my feed every day and see the posts in the news so I can figure out exactly what's happening in the world. The Groves class of 2019, I want to thank you for engaging with me on Twitter. First of all, thank you for your steadfast advocacy. I received many tweets arguing for days off from school. I thought I would take a moment to read some of them so you can get a flavor for the motivation of our Groves graduates. For example, one student who shall remain nameless for obvious reasons posted the following: "Do you take bribes for snow days? Asking for a friend." Right, for a friend. Later in the snowy weather cycle, Joel Mitchell posted on February 10th after we had already called off school 5 times. "Let's do it one more time, champ. What do you say?" Later in the week, when I waited until the morning to call school on the last occasion, Joel continued and pushed my decision-making by posting, "And just when I thought we were getting along, I thought we were bros." Joel was not alone. I was pushed by many Grove students to make safety in Birmingham my absolute top priority throughout the winter. I also need to acknowledge the Groves class of 2019's creativity when it comes to Twitter graphics. Also related to this time period, my face was photoshopped on American culture heroes, including Spider-Man, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, and my favorite Super Mario from Super Mario Kart. That was special. Finally, I do seriously want to thank the class of 2019 for keeping it classy on Twitter during that time, especially when I was getting harassed a bit by students from another private school that shall not be named in this venue, but our graduates know who they are. When I was being called names for not calling a snow day quite yet, it was students from Birmingham who jumped into the social media conversation to defend the processes and patiently wait for a decision. So Groves graduates, thanks for the online decorum you defended in the name of your school district. Point 2, social media. Finally, I want to talk briefly about the concept of a snow day. The snow day is truly one of life's wonderful blessings wherein communities refrain temporarily from school and or work and fill that time with activities they could not otherwise enjoy. I have often wondered why there is so much excitement about snow days relative to other celebratory events like holidays, birthdays, or other special gatherings. After reflection, I suspect there are 3 unique characteristics of the snow day itself that make it such an exciting part of life's experience. First of all, there's an element of randomness, absolute randomness. One doesn't know from year to year, let alone month to month, what the weather will bring. Will a snowstorm come at all? Will it leave only 1 inch or 8 inches of fresh snow? When will it fall? The random nature of the placement of snow days on any calendar gives the day an element of surprise and wonder that makes it special. I believe the second aspect of it is the pure anticipation. While one never does know when a snow day will occur, as the odds of an inclement weather event increase, so does the anticipation. First, the long-term weather forecast gets everyone talking. Then the short-term forecast gets everyone excited. After that, the snow actually begins to fall, so that specific wish, graduates, that you were waiting for begins to actually materialize before your eyes. Finally, the wait for the call. The wait. Yes, the wait. Check the internet. Wait. DM a friend. Wait. Then, when the call finally comes, a wave of excitement hits us as we know we can sleep in just this once, exhale, and pause to appreciate the opportunity to do something special with just a little extra time. Finally, snow days are gifts that we did not in the long term ever expect, like when your parents surprise you, or a friend gets you a special gift for no reason, or a complete stranger does something nice for you. These unexpected acts of kindness provide hope and opportunity to us all. They lift our spirits in what can seem to be a relentless and constantly churning world. Graduates of the Groves class of 2019, let's make a pact together here today to create snow day-like conditions in our worlds, but without the waiting around part. We only need 3 ingredients: randomness, anticipation, and the giving of gifts. Please, graduates, employ random acts of kindness with strangers. Graduates, set a new goal and work toward it relentlessly with great anticipation for its achievement. And finally, give gifts to friends, family members, strangers, for no reason, just to show in this world how much we appreciate them. Our world needs people with a snow day spirit all the time. And I know the graduates of the Groves class of 2019, with the lessons learned from family, friends, and the unbelievably outstanding educators here in Birmingham, you are just the ones to create snow days every day for our society. Graduation, social media, life's special moments. That's it. I do want to take a little piece that I did not say this morning at the other graduation at Seaholm. I just really want to thank the Groves community for making my very, very first day on the job special. It was a Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, and I was able to attend the Day On event at Groves. Teacher Amy Voigt invited me to participate. That's when I first met Sarah Koretsky and a bunch of other the community service organizers. I was able to meet so many students who were involved in the planning of that activity. Mateo, Kennedy, so many others were there. It was just a wonderful day filled with excitement and celebration. I shook a lot of hands, and I was real excited, and I felt from that day that I was meant to be here in Birmingham. So to the Groves students and staff that were part of that special day, you will forever have my thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say again what an honor it is to serve as superintendent here in Birmingham Public Schools. Know that everyone in this venue today enjoys my most heartfelt congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. We have many talented students here at Groves. We are honored to have 2 commencement speeches today given by students. Our first student speech comes from Brooklyn Scott. Please welcome her to the stage.
Good afternoon, family, staff, administrators, and to my fellow class of 2019, we did it. We finally made it. This day felt like it would never come, and here we are. We have all been together for most of our high school, middle school, and even elementary careers. We have been surrounded by each other and watched each other grow from clueless little kids about the world to young adults who are learning more and more every day. We saw each other for 8 hours a day, 5 times a week. And for this reason, the people we sit with today aren't strangers. We've become closer to them than we think. I'm not saying we're all best friends, but we know each other. We know the person in our math class who we can always go to if you're confused about a concept. They will let you ask a million questions without ever getting frustrated. Or the person who is an amazing artist who we know is going to do amazing things. We know we all have met outstanding people throughout high school. Wiley E. Groves has led us to come across so many impactful adults, like Mr. Scott McKinnon, who was kind and always eager to help us with any kind of technology problem. We've been greeted by Miss Lewis, a security guard, who always made our day better with giving us a compliment or words of wisdom. This past spring, the Girls Performing Arts Company put on the show, Theophilus North. I was lucky to be a part of the production, and if you had the privilege to see the show, the main premise was that people impact people, no matter good or bad. How we treat people greatly impacts who we are and who we may become. During my sophomore year, at one point, I was treated differently because of who I was and what I looked like. I know I'm not the only one who's ever felt this way before. We all have. This, however, isn't about how hard it was for me or how I was treated wrongly. This is about how it impacted me. At that moment where I felt different, singled out, and even powerless, I knew I never wanted anyone to ever feel like that ever again. That situation, the people involved, impacted me greater than I ever imagined. It made me strong, made me want to fight for what is right. In Theophilus North, Theophilus says how he wants to have all these different stars in his life. These stars are relationships. In the play, some characters say that you will rarely have all the stars you need. There will be stars missing, and some of those stars may shine quickly, but others will last a lifetime. We haven't found all the relationships we need in our life. We may never find some of them. Some of these relationships may be brief, but others will last forever. The connections we've made and the people we've met has changed us these past 4 years. We've been able to go to state championships together, sing our hearts out together, and produce amazing creations together. We may not know yet how these relationships with the girl we sit next to in algebra or the boy in our English class has changed us, but we know that the people surrounding us have. I leave you with this. I want you all to impact people, make people think, question society, even wonder about the world, because as we head out to the great unknown we call life, how we interact with people can change lives. Graduates of Wiley E. Groves will change lives. Thank you.
Thank you, and the talent keeps coming. Our next musical selection is a solo entitled Over the Rainbow, performed by Nima Johnson.
Somewhere far behind me, where trouble melts like lemon drops, way beyond the chimney tops. This will you find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, bluebirds fly over the rainbow. Then why can't I? Someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind me. Oh, where trouble melts like lemon drops, way beyond the chimney tops. This where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, bluebirds fly over the rainbow. Then why can't I?
That was beautiful. Give her another round of applause, please. We have many organizations that are an integral part of Groves. One important group is our Parent-Teacher Association. They have supported many activities within our school through grants and volunteerism. Today, we have Dr. Alicia Acey, the 2018-19 PTA President, here to present the Tom Carson Memorial Award. Please give her a round of applause.
Good afternoon. I'm Alicia Acey, the Groves PTA President, and I have the honor of presenting the Tom Carson Memorial Award. Today I'm also the mom of a graduate, so I'm a little emotional. A little more emotional than usual, actually. Tom Carson, Groves' much beloved first basketball coach, died suddenly of a heart attack following a basketball game in 1968. Every year since his death, the Tom Carson Memorial Award has been presented during the graduation ceremonies to a senior male and a senior female student who best personifies the qualities of personal behavior that Mr. Carson taught and believed in. Mr. Carson encouraged students to recognize that they only live once. They should therefore strive to do something constructive and worthwhile with their lives. He encouraged students to be law-abiding, honest, sincere, show concern for others, and to be loyal to family, friends, school, and the community. This prestigious award is made possible through the Tom Carson Memorial Award Fund, which is maintained by the Groves PTA. A committee of students, parents, and faculty carefully reviewed all the nominations. These students are being recognized as examples of well-rounded citizens of the Groves community. These two well-deserving seniors will be awarded a personalized watch and also have their names engraved on a plaque that remains in the school office. I'm going to tell you a little bit about these winners, and after that, they'll join me on the podium. Our female recipient has had a variety of leadership and athletic responsibilities during her time at Groves. She's a 2-year veteran of the Big Brother, Big Sister leadership team. She's volunteered for numerous organizations, including Forgotten Harvest and the Greening of Detroit. She's traveled on church mission trips, which have allowed her to use her skill of carpentry and painting to help others. She's a member of the National Honor Society, and she's maintained a 4.0 GPA during her high school career. Her nominator stated the following about her. She's a conscientious and engaged student whose personal organizational skills, focus, and perseverance is to be admired. As a senior, she has gracefully assumed the role of an extraordinary student and community contributor. She has played junior varsity softball and most recently provided leadership as the captain of the Grove softball team. I am very pleased to award Claire Higley the 2019 Tom Carson Award. Our male recipient has been a member of the Grove Student Congress for 4 years. His role in student government defines his dedication to Grove's High School. He's reached out to countless companies in support of the GSC Charity Week effort, and he helped the school to raise over $70,000. He's also a member of Project 561, an organization which seeks to bridge the divide between young people in Oakland County and those who live in Detroit by working side by side on beautification projects. His nominator said the following about this young man. What I like about him is his willingness to listen and grow. He's always been empathetic, and I feel his empathy has grown each year that we work together. He definitely has his own opinions, but he always steps back and considers the whole picture and how it would affect everyone involved. He was an enthusiastic regular participant in the student section of Grove's football games, and he is one of the captains of the Grove's forensics team. He was the 2018-2019 president of the Grove Student Congress. I'm very pleased to award Ben Iverson the 2019 Tom Carson Award. Let's give these two wonderful young people another round of applause.
Congratulations to Ben and Claire. Our second commencement address is from Claire Higley and Sloan Lindbergh. Please give these ladies a warm welcome.
Hello, parents, teachers, staff, and fellow graduates.
If you don't know us already, I'm Sloan.
And I'm Claire, sorry. While preparing this speech, both of us reflected on our time at Groves and what our experiences here meant to us. Thinking about memory after memory, one common theme arose. The class of 2019 were pretty awesome.
For instance, we won the bucket not once, not twice, but almost 3 times. Additionally, our class has had members on some of the most successful teams and organizations at Groves. From forensic champions to state-recognized athletes, newspaper gurus to nationally awarded artists, the class of 2019 has certainly left its mark on Groves and the surrounding community.
We have accomplished a great deal and will continue to do so as we move into our future endeavors. But we also have a lot to learn, whether that's improving upon mistakes or ensuring they don't occur in the future. Luckily, Groves has helped us understand what we will and won't need to do as we transition out of high school.
Groves grads will have a plan, so don't think you need to have your entire future figured out today. The last few years, we felt an immense pressure to know where we're going and what we'll be doing and learning. Sometimes it feels like everyone around us has it all together. But to be honest, neither of us do, and if someone says they do, they're probably lying.
While it may seem that having a set plan will make your life 100 times easier, chances are your interests and priorities will change in the coming years. Your curiosity of the medical field might be turned off by the first sight of a broken bone. Your eagerness to get a degree might be delayed by your calling to serve. Your aspirations to travel abroad might be put on hold by your need to work.
So, don't think that just because something doesn't happen when you want it to means that it will never happen or that something better will not come along. Whether you don't get into your grad school of choice, the club you join isn't what you expected it to be, or you don't receive the response you want from a job interview, one disappointment never completely closes a door.
Whatever the case may be, there will be many opportunities to formulate a new plan, and we will allow those opportunities to guide us. Fortunately, we are already equipped with the passion and persistence that will allow us to alter our course and do whatever we set our minds to. Our parents, relatives, teachers, friends, and coaches have modeled and instilled this grittiness in us throughout our 4 years at Groves.
We've spent the last few months, and for some of us years, counting down the days until this moment. As exciting as anticipation can be, we should not take these last few days for granted. But we know that as Groves graduates, we will take the time to actively appreciate what's in front of us. It's easy to find problems with things, but it takes a very smart and thoughtful person to find good in what may seem bad. Lucky for us, we've grown to become these people during our 4 years at Groves, and we will continue to be these people as we move forward.
Treat every day like one of the many snow days we had this past year. Thank you for those, by the way. Nothing feels better than waking up and finding out you don't have to go to school. But we're not always afforded days where we can so easily find joy and excitement. Deadlines, stress, homework, and whatever else may be coming our way can seem like the most important things in the world. But paying attention to and finding value in the present moment is just as important. We should try to keep that last note in mind as we leave Groves and enter what the coming weeks, months, and years hold for us. We might be excited about graduation parties, summer trips, going to college, or going to work, but we should all take at least a little bit of time today to appreciate our graduating moment.
Think about all the people that got us here, from teachers to family members to friends, and all the moments that got us here, to mistakes, to triumphs, to everything in between. These past 4 years have shaped us, so we shouldn't take them for granted. We should cherish the memories.
Congratulations to not only the class of 2019, but also to their family members and friends. Thank you.
I am blessed to be the principal of Groves High School. When I look in this audience, I see a class that is academically, athletically, and artistically talented. I want to give the rest of the audience just a snippet of the accomplishments of our students. Over half of the students in this class receive honors recognition with grade point averages of 3.5 or higher. Over these past 4 years, students have been part of a football team that was OAA League champ 3 times. You can clap. Our boys tennis team and girls tennis team regional champs. Our boys swim team finished 2nd in the state. We have a state champion theater group, a forensic team that is 2nd in the state, and an orchestra, band, and choir that have received Division I ratings in district and state competitions. Our Scripter News magazine won several first-place national awards. 24 individual artworks were accepted in the Scholastic Art Competition, and 9 of those as Gold Key winners, which is like the state playoffs for the art world. Additionally, this class has school spirit like no other. They upset the seniors last year when they won the coveted bucket during Spirit Week, and of course, they won it again this year. I have to say, you guys won the bucket last year in the fall, and by graduation last year, the seniors still did not want me to mention it, so they were pretty sore. And we will not forget that for 2 years in a row, this class has been part of a charity week that raised over $50,000 last year for the National Alliance of Mental Illness and over $70,000 this year for the Matthew Bicker Foundation, which focuses on research for pediatric neuroblastoma. We have students here who are absolutely amazing, and we are here to celebrate you. We are here to commend your accomplishments, but I want to commend your actions, which I think are at least as important, or if not more important, than your accomplishments. What do I mean? The grade point average, the win, raising money, is a result of your actions. I want to commend the fact that you studied hard, you humbled yourself and worked as a team, you were committed, you showed empathy for someone other than yourself, you were generous with your time for a cause that didn't directly benefit you, and you did your absolute best. I want to commend your character for having core values of integrity, empathy, honesty, courage, kindness, and humility. That deserves a round of applause. Why do I say that this is more important than the results? Because sometimes you work hard and you don't get the grade that you expected. Sometimes you play as a team and you do your best and you don't win the game. And quite frankly, you're not going to have someone following around giving speeches about your accomplishments later in life. If you gauge your success on results only, then when we don't win, when you don't get the grade, you may think that you are not successful. And this couldn't be further from the truth. Success should be measured by the character you exhibit. Your core values are the beliefs or values that inform your thoughts, your words, and actions. So the question is who are you? What is important to you? Is it to always do your best, to be honest? Is it important for people to know that they can depend on you? Is perseverance an important quality? Are you a good friend? If you don't know, spend some time thinking about it. I share values that I observed from you, but you need to decide for yourself. What are your core values? Why are those your core values? And if you live into your core values, what does it look like? I want you to write them down, put them in your phone, but ultimately I want you to keep that in your heart. Because when you live into your core values, the results will always work in your favor. Now, I'm not telling you you're going to always win. I'm telling you that you will either win or learn. I didn't say lose, I said win or learn. If you don't get the exact result you are looking for, you will learn something about yourself that allows you to get better. Because every time you learn, you grow. So know who you are. Live into those values, and you will either win or learn. Both equate to success. I said that you are absolutely amazing, and I believe that not because of your diploma or your future degrees. You are amazing because your actions show character that will shape and change the world. Thank you, class of 2019, for being an example to me and helping to shape my world. Superintendent Dijak, on behalf of the faculty and the staff at Groves High School, I duly certify that the young people seated in front of you have completed the requirements for graduation as defined by Birmingham Board of Education. Mr. Dijak, I proudly present to you the candidates of the class of 2019. We will begin our presentation of graduates. Please start the lineup.
Borman goes first. David, you're first. No, I think it's outside. David Cook Borman, senior class co-president.
Henry Charles Peters Wood, senior class co-president.
Claire Sonia Higley, commencement speaker.
Sloan Morgan Lemberg, commencement speaker.
Brooklyn Simone Scott, commencement speaker.
Monica Karina Aberius.
Rania Aziza Abasi.
Reed Stevenson Abbott.
Ali Amir Abdallah.
Assam Abdul-Razik.
Gabriel Jace Abram.
Jacob Spencer Acey.
Ashley and Diddy Agboganye Akaba.
Jean Marie Allie Albert.
Tia Deshawn Alexander.
Kyle Anthony Akatib.
Asia Renee Allen.
Paloma Eltova Zanz.
Gabriel Amante.
Ashton Atwood Arbaugh.
Tessa Jane Bagden.
Amani Leanne Bailey.
Grace Catherine Balo.
Gabriel Sloan Barish.
Abby Lynn Barnes.
Marcellus Lee Barnes.
Maya Rose Bartholomew.
Nia Lily Battle.
Naya Oyono Batts.
Aiden Jack Bauer.
Mackenzie Sam Bauer.
Andrew Hayden Beggs.
Ian Christopher Bell.
Ian James Burley.
Ilana Nicole Bitker.
Jackson Henry Blau.
Julia Mi Young Bloombergs.
Anthony George Bradford.
Alex Charles Bradley.
Taylin Zaire Bragg.
Enzo Michael Brandow.
Isabella Katerina Brandow.
Chloe Olivia Brash.
William Spencer Brockstein.
Andre Maurice Brock.
Emily Lauren Brown.
Laco Nicole Brown.
Matthew Stephen Brown.
Lawrence Wyman Bryson Jr.
Zoe Marie Burdick.
Rebecca Marie Burke.
Marcus Jacob Butkovich.
Nicholas Robert Capanjola.
Peyton Mary Cap.
Juliet Ray Cerny.
Zachary Shuntoff.
Hannah Lily Sharon.
Anna Chikolenko.
Ejan Martise Clifton.
Harrison Robert Cole.
Nala Marie Coleman.
Willow Renee Cook.
Elise Ray Cornett.
Leo Alexander Crapo.
Celia Noel Crompton.
Nicholas Andrew Kronk.
Amadeo Shefanjodi Melchior Crovache.
Rachel Ellen Kryberg.
Ian Edward Culbertson.
Alexandra Claire Savecko.
Hassan Mohammed Dabliz.
William Patrick Daniel.
Sophia Lee Dara.
Megan Bernadette Darby.
Jordan Aaron Christopher Davis.
Khalil Aziz Pratt Dossie.
Suzanne Denner.
Delaney Megan Dowsley.
Theodore Richard Dudas. Zanero Ray Dupree.
Stav DeVere.
Elizabeth Charlene Ernest.
Ian Daniel Ebbing.
Jacob Samuel Edelman.
Margaret Grace Elliott.
Lauren Elizabeth Emmerich.
Antulio Renuske Erickson Suzuki.
William Thomas Irvin.
Nikki Kesa Johanna Falkenstrom.
Emily Grace Felix.
Meryl Eileen Fays.
Dakari Alexander Fields.
Aaron Jacob Forbes.
Tyler Sean Forbes.
Elizabeth Erin Fraley.
Sabrina Marie Fry May.
Anna K. Fulmer.
Eric Jeremiah Gaines.
John Mikhail Garrett.
Nicholas Vincent George.
Mariah Charnay Gibbs.
Anthony Jacob Gilbert.
Royal Destiny Goodwin.
Samuel Dean Gogasian.
Andrew Joseph Garash.
Isabella Rachel Gorash.
Andrew Gary Gross.
Ricky Jerome Hitayan.
Marcellus Philippe Hamill.
Jordan Marie Hammonds.
Laith Musa Hannah.
Madeline Bryn Hardy.
James Ernest Hardy III.
Catherine Jenna Harris.
Lauren Marie Harris.
Isabel Rose Havis.
Tyreek Correll Hurd.
Keturah Kali Heath.
David James Helton.
Morgan Mirazalinus Henderson.
Blake Timothy Hennard.
Lilibeth Hernandez.
Alexander Michael Hidalgo.
Oscar Leanne Holston.
Claire Angeli Hornberg.
Tasnia Bint Hossein.
Cameron Bybit Howell.
Brett William Hutchison.
Tessa Lynn Irish Meinweiser.
Benjamin Robert Iverson.
Azaria Grace Jack.
Ashani Frederica Jewell.
Andrew Gunnar Johnson.
And Ethan James Johnson.
Nima Marie Johnson.
Robert Pierce Johnston.
Joseph Elijah Jones.
Kyle Allen Jones.
Nico Simone Jones.
Rebecca Marie Jones.
Emily Teresa Juriga.
Demetrios Karatsakakakis.
Jasmine Kaya Kareem.
Olivia Taylor King.
Dylan Michael Kirsch Carr.
Sean Eric Alexander Kopanen.
Gustav Thomas Koza.
Griffin Eli Kozlow.
Jacob Alex Kroll.
Audrey Ann Lenzinski.
Ethan Ross Leaf.
Devin Edward Lee.
Alyssa Ann Layton.
Hannah Joanne Lemus.
Bo William Lerner.
Jordan Trey Lesson.
Drew Emerson Levine.
Micaiah Amari Lipsy.
Gabriel Lewis Liss.
Scott Lewis Lockwood.
Marshall James Lockyer.
Victoria Lynn Michelle Lazzi.
Lauren Marianne Lucas.
Danielle Morgan Lutz.
Paige Suzanne McDonald.
Margaret Doyle McDonald.
Rayan Mahmood.
Emma Elizabeth Marzalak.
Kate Elizabeth Marzalak.
Cameron Devin Martin.
Jane Isabel Martin.
Lindsay Erin Martin.
Darby Catherine Mason.
Deontay Diallo Desmond McCurdy.
Lily Dane Minell.
Luke Edward Mercer.
Francisco Marino Natho.
Lindsay Alexandra Merline.
Rachel Gabrielle Miller.
Tanya Shayna Miller.
Veronica Francis Miller.
Joel Roderick Mitchell.
Riley Marie Montgomery.
Caitlin Elaine Moore.
Donovan James Morandini.
Cameron Peter Morency.
Gregory James Morphew.
Richard Edward Storm Mullen.
Richard Andrew Montine.
Joshua Nathan Myers.
Alex Antonio Nader.
Lindsay Ingrid Ned.
Thomas Eric Nolette.
Kennedy Nicole O'Daniel.
Kayla Monet Orr.
Kyla Monet Orr.
Seth Christian Peterson.
Julian Gerard Henry Payroll.
Corinna Rose Picano.
Ava Claire Pitzer.
Ethan Lindsay Podolsky.
Haley Marie Poppert.
Nicholas Christian Porter.
Elizabeth Jordan Potoski.
Alex Michael Prebenda.
Christian Robert Tubera Rivera.
Kenneth Jerome Reed Jr.
Connor Philip Riley.
Hunter David Riley.
Dylan Harrison Resnick. Julia Ann Rice.
Griffin Michael Richter.
Charles William Riddle.
Ian Blake Rosenwasser.
Jet Blue Rowinski.
Ari Logan Rubenstein.
Joshua William Salter.
Ashley Lorraine Senko.
Brooke Lauren Sandercock.
Catherine Ann Satulo.
Julia Christine Shelfeffer.
Ethan Zachary Scher. Lexi Ann Schuster Brown.
Ricky Bernard Scott.
Anna Eve Siegel.
Sarah Emily Seid.
Montel Keelan Sewell.
Mason Tanner Shafsky.
Olivia Grace Shannon.
Joseph Benjamin Shapiro.
Jordan Taylor Sheffman.
Ari Jacob Sherman.
Mitchell Jacob Scher.
Keith Brody Seiler.
Aaron Christopher Simpson.
Janelle Deanne Skoranek.
Sydney Paige Smith.
Sarah Marie Elizabeth Sosa.
J. Robert Stansberry.
Rachel Elizabeth Stansberry.
Sophia Rose Stanton.
Lauren Gabriella Staten.
Miranda Jelaine Stileski. Hannah Lindsay Stoller.
Donovan Michael Stoops.
Aaron Clark Stottlemyre.
Ryan Nicole Strager.
Trevor Sean Sullivan.
Keegan Lee Swanson.
Scott William Talbot.
Joy Hamilton Tengeris.
Nydia Simone Terrell.
Christian David Thomas.
Miles Nathan Thomas.
Elise Tortolot Thompson.
Aiden Riley Tompkinson.
David Tan Tran.
Kelly Lemai Tran.
Corinthian Tremian.
Aaron Noel Tremonti.
Nathaniel Fuad Turner.
Benjamin Maxwell Tushman.
Christine Nicole Tyndall.
Ozichukwu Mary Louisa Ukandu.
Bryce Alderman Ulip.
Allison Evelyn Unger.
Richard Evan Unger.
Henry Joseph Van Fossen.
Jonathan Luke Viad Morat.
Gabriel Andre Vadinas.
Julia Marin Wax.
Michael Christopher Weiner.
Jack Lewis Walt.
Claire Marie Walton. Malia Ashanti Torres Warren.
Camille Elaine West.
Casey Robert Wetters.
Anzane Ramia White.
Nicole Giancu White. Charles Hugh Whitelaw IV.
Jenna Ann Whitelaw.
Jessie Mariella Metheny Whitmer. Alexander Einar Williams.
Darian Keith Williams, Jr.
Marcus Levon Williams II.
Megan Emily Williams.
Dorian Gail Wilson. Claire Elizabeth Willis.
Zora Frances Woodard.
Christina Monique Young.
Samuel Aaron Zach.
Zachary Philip Zanoli.
Noor Madloom Zaya.
We're back. We know that we've all been waiting a long time for this moment, but before we move on to the next chapter, we'd like to take a moment to thank everybody who has helped get us here.
Thank you to our class sponsors, Mr. Stuckey and Mr. Higley. Thank you to the entire BPS staff. And thank you to all the parents and guardians for their endless support. We wouldn't be here without you.
Finally, let's all together move our tassels from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2019.
Thank you for celebrating with us today. Please remain in your seats until the graduates have recessed out of the building. You can meet your graduate in the front of the building. Groves Band, you may begin.